Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another predictions video. Today we are back with the EFL Cup Round 2 and I'm joined by Cookie. How you doing?
Yeah, all good man. I'm not bothered about this in the slightest, but you've dragged me along anyway.
Well, Cookie's here to do some interesting predictions. We'll see who gets through to round 3 to play the big boys who join in the next round. So let's get started. The first game is between Barrow and Aston Villa. Now Barrow obviously from League 2, Aston Villa Premier League team. And there's surely only going to be one winner here. Obviously, Villa could put out a weakened team, but you'd still fancy that their second team would be stronger than Barrow, because Barrow obviously a Division 4 team. So I'm going to make an interesting one. I think Barrow will be happy if they get a goal. So I'll go for Barrow 1, Aston Villa 3.
Villa 2-1.
Villa 2-1?
I think they will put out a weak team. They don't want to be in this competition, do they? Why would you want to be in this competition? It's just boring, isn't it? Oh, I don't see the point in it.
You're really selling this video. Let's go on to the next one. We've got Blackpool Football Club versus Sunderland, and this is obviously a Championship team versus a League 1 team, but they were both in League 1 last season. Blackpool are still finding their feet in the Championship. Meanwhile, Sunderland, they picked up a few points in League 1 this season, so reasonably even match. I'm not sure what to predict. So let's go for Blackpool 1, Sunderland 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Banter FC?
Yeah, they're going to go on a cup run.
No. Is Blackpool 1 or 2? No, I'll go 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah, surely Sunderland don't want to be in this cup either. It's just a waste of time, isn't it? Like for teams that want to get promoted, it's a waste of time.
It's a distraction, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't want to be in this competition. Like.
We're selling this like you want to get eliminated now.
No, but Sunderland want to get promoted.
Yeah,
they're in League 1, which is hilarious as a COV fan, but like, they've got aspirations to be higher than where they are, and they don't want to be in this competition, so they're going to lose. 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Next up, Leeds United take on the Railway Men, Crewe Alexandra. Obviously, Leeds United, they'll probably prioritise the Premier League again this season. If they could do anything like they did last year, they'll have another good season. But you'd imagine they should win this against Crewe Alexandra, and they could go on a cup run as well this year. So let's go for Leeds 3, Crewe 1.
Leeds are the sort of team you think like they fancy that.
Yeah, they could go on a cup run.
Yeah, because it's that they're a mid-table team, and they're not going to go up push for Europe, so I'd go 4-0.
Okay, 4-0.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Crewe.
up we've got next up we've got a Midlands derby in the shape of Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. I think this could be an interesting matchup. I do like these kind of Midlands derbies where Wolves will probably be the slight favourites, but Forest are at home, so that will give them a bit of an advantage. It all comes down to how seriously each team takes this. If Wolves put out a weakened team, then Forest could really win this. So let's go for Forest to edge this 2-1.
Wolves 2-0.
Okay. Cheers for your insight there, Cookie. Next game is Sheffield United versus Derby County. It's another distraction where both teams will obviously really be caring more about what happens in the league this year. So I don't know what to predict. Let's go for Sheffield United to edge it 2-1.
Have Derby got money troubles? Is that what the problem is?
A bit, yeah.
Do you get much money for this competition?
Not a lot.
I'll go Derby 1-0.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Sheffield, again, they're not going to be bothered about this.
Yeah.
I think both these teams aren't going to be bothered, but I think Derby will like, can we have some cash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's my logic.
Next up, Norwich City take on AFC Bournemouth, and both tried to get promoted last season. Norwich did, Bournemouth didn't. Bournemouth obviously going to try again this season. Norwich just trying to stay up in the Premier League this year. Once again, it's a bit of an unhelpful distraction, so both teams will probably put out weakened teams, which means this game could go absolutely any direction. Let's go for the goals to reign at Carabao Road. Norwich 4, Bournemouth 2.
There's a few, that isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't see anyone else but Norwich winning this game.
Okay.
I can't see Bournemouth winning, so I'm going to go Norwich 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, I just think Norwich are one of those, like, they're a strong team. They're built well, and I think they've got too much for Bournemouth.
Next up, we've got Birmingham City versus Fulham Football Club. Obviously, Birmingham City, they're going to be concentrating on the league with Lee Bowyer. Who knows what could happen, but Fulham will definitely be concentrating on the league because they're desperate to get promoted back to the Premier League. And yeah, once again, depends on how serious both teams take this, but Birmingham City, they won this competition 10 years ago. Let's go for them. Let's go for Birmingham City 1-0.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll have a Birmingham 1-0 as well.
Yeah.
Actually, they're a dull team to watch. They are though, aren't they? They know what they're about, and I respect that. So I think they'll nullify Fulham, who won't be interested, and 1-0.
Yeah. Next up, we go down to West London. Queen's Park Rangers taking on Oxford United. Could be an interesting one. You know, depends how strong each team goes. Oxford United, they're actually quite a decent League One team. If they turn up with a pretty strong team, they could definitely do something here. But I'm just leaning towards the Championship team here. I'm going to go for another exciting game. QPR 3, Oxford United 2.
Okay. I'll have QPR 2-0.
Yeah.
Nice, comfortable, easy win, and then on to the next one.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Newcastle United versus Burnley Football Club, an all Premier League matchup, and it's a pretty tough one to predict. I think they're both just going to try and stay up in the Premier League this year. You know, as clubs, they're running that kind of way. Newcastle have potential to push on in the Premier League, but the way they're run, they just keep surviving, and the same for Burnley. So once again, it's a bit of an unhelpful distraction, this competition. Let's go for Newcastle to win and go on a little bit of a cup run. Newcastle 1-0.
I think Newcastle want to get as high in the league as they can.
Okay.
Without spending money. So I would say they're not going to be interested in this. Whereas I think it would be a different story for Burnley. So I'm going to go for Burnley 2-0.
Burnley 2-0?
Yeah, I think in a league game though, that would be a Newcastle win.
Okay. Interesting.
But
in the cup.
For a cup, I don't think Newcastle are going to want it.
It's not exactly going to be sold out at St James's Park, is it?
It might be.
I wouldn't have thought so.
And they've got good fans though, haven't
they have, to be fair. The final game we're going to talk about is at the Hawthorns on the Wednesday night. West Bromwich Albion taking on Arsenal. It's hilarious to see Arsenal in this competition at this stage, because obviously it's the Premier League teams that aren't in Europe that join at this stage, and obviously Arsenal counters that now because they didn't make Europe last year.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and then in round 3, the
Mate, I was trying to work out why Arsenal were here and like Newcastle and that.
Yeah.
Because you said the big boys next one, isn't it? I was like, what's going on then?
So all the Premier League teams that are in Europe join in the next round.
Right. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. So obviously West Brom v Arsenal. You've just got to lean towards Arsenal, but no. Well, we'll come on to your prediction in a second. I think Arsenal will put out some kids, and I think if West Brom put out their kids, then Arsenal should just about edge it. But if West Brom put out a strong team, they'd probably beat them. I'll go for West Brom 1, Arsenal 2.
I'm going to have a West Brom 2-1.
Okay.
If I had a Premier League club that I followed, it'd be Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I think they're a joke. So, did you watch the Brentford game?
Oh, shocking defending.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely shambles.
I think West Brom are got that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
I can't really see them. It's probably a competition they want to stay in, actually, Arsenal. But
need a distraction. Yeah.
Yeah, but they just look so frail.
They are flimsy, frail,
pathetic.
There you go. That wraps up the games we're going to talk about. We'll leave the games we're not talking about there. That is all of the other fixtures going on in the EFL Cup Round 2. That's our predictions, mine and Cookie's, for the games in Round 2, like I say. And obviously the winners go on to Round 3, where they'll take on the Premier League teams that are playing in Europe that join at the next stage. So that's it from us, guys. Let us know your predictions down below. Thank you for watching. Make sure you've dropped a thumbs up on this one and subscribed, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.